Hi, good morning. Hello students, this is KV Ramana, lecturer of Zoology. We are going to explain about the continuation of episode 6. The previous lecture, what we have studied about respiratory system. Structurally, the respiratory system is divided into two types. One is upper respiratory system, second one is the lower respiratory system. Upper respiratory system starts with the nose and nasal cavity, pharynx and associated structures. Lower respiratory system starts with the larynx to up to lungs, right? And on the basis of function, the respiratory system is divided into two types. One is conductive zone, second one is exchange zone or respiratory zone. We have studied up to the pharynx in the last previous lectures regarding the external nostrils, nasal cavity, internal nostrils, pharynx and larynx also completed, right? Today we are going to talk about the continuation of episode 6, that is the trachea. Trachea is a long tube-like structure which is extended from the larynx to superior border of the fifth thoracic vertebrae, right? It is a long tube-like structure. The length about the trachea is 12 centimeters length and the diameter of trachea is 2.5 centimeter in diameter. Trachea generally it is also known as windpipe because it allows the air from the external environment into the lungs through the different passages, that is the external nostrils, nasal cavity, internal nostrils, pharynx, larynx and trachea, right? But here very important characters are there. Let us see what is the characters are present, right? So trachea is made up of, there is 6 to 20 cartilaginous rings. There is a C-shaped rings are present. There is a C-shaped incompleted rings. These C-shaped incompleted rings are made up of a type of hyaline cartilage. A type of hyaline cartilage, right? At the same time, this C-shaped incomplete rings helps to prevent the collapse of trachea because it is not completely ring-like. It is a C-shape. The ventrally it is a completed, but dorsally, ventrally it is a complete. Inside dorsally it is a incomplete. That means the part of the trachea which is present towards the esophagus will be incomplete, but the part of the trachea which is present towards the front or ventral side, it we can call as a completed. So that's it is a incompleted C-shaped ring. This C-shaped ring is made up of hyaline cartilage. Both hyaline ring is, that is I told you, there is 16 to 20 cartilaginous rings are present. Each ring is connected by the dense connective tissue. There is a tissue which join the one ring to another ring. Like that, there are 16 to 20 cartilaginous rings are present. Let me explain about some more points regarding the, what is the trachea. It is also known as windpipe, because it allows the air into the lungs. Next, it is located anterior to the esophagus. If you see that, this is a trachea. This is the trachea, this is the trachea, this is the esophagus. Okay, now there are two tubes are there. Here, this trachea helps to allow the air into the lungs. This esophagus allow the food into the digestive system or stomach, right? So now trachea is present anterior to the esophagus. That only here explaining, right? So it is located anterior to the esophagus and extended from the larynx. It starts from the larynx and to superior border of the fifth thoracic vertebrae. There is a thoracic vertebrae is present in the thoracic region. There is a vertebral column. There are many regions are there. Cervical vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae, lumbar vertebrae, sacral vertebrae, coccygeal vertebrae. The place where fifth thoracic vertebrae is present, up to that it will be extended. Then very important, where this trachea divided into left and right primary bronchi, right? This is a right primary bronchi. This is left primary bronchus, right? Bronchi is a plural, bronchus are the singular. Right? So, trachea is extended from the larynx to up to superior border of the fifth thoracic vertebrae, where trachea is divided into right and left primary bronchus. where right and left primary bronchus. Next, the larynx of the tracheal wall of the inner to outer, right? By cross section, right? Inner to outer, what are the structures are present? For example, this is a trachea. Okay, now if you cross section it, what structures are present? Okay, now from the internal to external or inner to outer. Okay, now the innermost layer is mucus. The innermost layer is the mucus layer. Continuity is the submucous layer. Submucous layer. The continuation of the submucosa is hyaline cartilage is present. That is nothing but a C-shaped hyaline cartilaginous rings. Okay, now hyaline cartilage is present. Hyaline cartilage is present. On it, one more layer is called adventitia. Adventitia, that is the one more layer. On it, it is covered by the skin, right? What we have seen that visibly, it is the outermost. Beside it, that's the below it, adventitia is present. Below it, hyaline cartilage is present. Below it, submucus is present. Mucus is very close to the lumen of the trachea. So, from the internal to externally, okay, now, innermost layer to superficial layer or deeper layer to superficial layer, there are many layers are present. The innermost layer is the mucus. Innermost layer is the mucus. Next is submucosa. Next C-shaped hyaline cartilaginous rings. Next adventitia, and last one is the skin. These are the, what is that? Layers in the trachea wall, right? So what is the function of this trachea, right? What is this special hyaline cartilage in the trachea? The C-shaped cartilage is not completed. So due to incompletion, there is giving the support to the trachea. That is the first function. Then second one is it does not allow to collapse the trachea. That is a very important. That means it prevent the collapse of trachea due to presence of cartilaginous rings which are made up of a hyaline cartilage. This is about the trachea, right? So trachea opens into bronchi. That means the trachea is ends with the superior border of the fifth thoracic vertebrae, where trachea divided into right primary bronchus and left primary bronchus. Let us see what is the structure of bronchial tree and bronchi tree, right? We'll see in the next.